So I want to take a few moments to talk about your new signature speaking spotlight advantage and being able to discover what that is for you during this season because it is your speaking spotlight season. And I have some information below for you to be empowered more about this new season that you are embarking on, and just also the opportunity to be able to get some assistance and some guidance in this discovery process. But what I want to do right now is be able to bring forth some more empowerment just in terms of helping you to uh, come into a greater awareness that your voice is really needed on multiple levels during this season. And your highest advantage is going to be in being able to communicate in these different multifaceted ways. And so I don't want you to get stuck and focus on, oh, here's my core message, and here's what my branding represents, and I stay in this box, in this framework in terms of my communications. No, you're going to have to speak outside the speaking business. You're going to have to expand yourself because that's what's being called for, from communicators during this time. And we need more communicators who are really expressing different dimensions and levels of their truth, which means you got to find and discover what that is. Because if you've been in the traditional models, you've been very much confined to here's my message, or here's a couple of topics that I talk about pretty much within the same context. But in this case, you're going to be bringing forth different dimensions and elements of you that you've never communicated about before. And if you have, at least not in this way, but there's going to be so many different layers and levels to it. And your new business empire, which is a communications empire, that's what's going to come forth. But it's going to be to your highest advantage to shift into this newer trajectory of your beingness as a voice and as a communicator. Because what you find is that what you've been previously doing, or even what you're currently doing, is not the bigger context of what wants to come forth. And so that's what's going to be your signature spotlight messages and your signature spotlight way of beingness. And that's really what is desiring to be exuded through you during this time, the expression of your evolution. And so you want to allow that to continue to go beyond the metamorphosis so you can see exactly who you have become as this communicator, as this expert, as this authority-preneur, because that's what's ultimately going to continuously not just put you in the spotlight, but you'll be illuminating yourself as the spotlight. And that's again going to be to your highest advantage. So there's information below that you can learn more about opportunities to be able to bring more of the embodiment um, into this new expression of what's going to come forth as you discover your new signature spotlight speaking advantage.